How to handle customer complaints about your local business, part 2. Hi, my name is Eddie. I've been doing business online since 1996. Started and built several web properties, growing one of them to an 8 digits turnover in just 5 years with zero advertising spent. Today, I offer training and consulting services for companies or individuals looking to establish their own presence online or want to take their business to the next level. I employ the coach, consult, and train methods, which are hugely popular with many business owners. If you would like to work with me, my contact information is available at the end of this presentation. Would you be interested in knowing how to get up to 250% more conversion to your website with one simple 10-minute strategy? So if you're interested, set up a Zoom session with me, a 10-minute Zoom session with me by scanning the QR code on the screen. Alternatively, pause the video, use the URL on the screen to set up that meeting. If I'm out of slots or you would prefer, to send me an email, my email address is available on the screen. Is hey@editeo.com. That is hey@eddieteo.com. Welcome to today's presentation. Today we will be covering on how to handle customer complaints about your local business, part 2. So if you have missed part 1, I suggest you go hunt for part 1 and take a look at part 1 first. In part 1, we actually covered the following: how to handle customer complaints about your local business, what are customer complaints, what are customers most likely to complain about, what do customers typically complain about, slow customer service, out of stock inventory or unavailable services, or low quality or defective products or services. In part 2 today, we are going to cover the following: no follow-up, how should local businesses handle complaints, here's how you can support your employees to properly handle customer complaints, create a clearly written complaint handling document, give your staff resources to resolve complaints, reevaluate how your business handles complaints routinely, and final thoughts on customer complaints. Okay, ready to kick on for part 2? Let's begin. No follow-up. Okay, so you probably can relate to that, right? No follow-up. So even if you have the best intentions of resolving a customer's issue, they may feel anxious about your progress and want to know how is it going on. Okay, so if customers especially are in need of help with time-sensitive requests or complaints, then they will be looking up for updates on what information you're able to find. Okay, so it's important to be upfront about expected response times and stick to them. This way, you can give all customers the best service possible without disappointing some people just because their expectations are too high. Okay, so here are some of a few of the follow-up best practices. It's okay not to have the solution right away. You have to understand that. It's a good idea to communicate with the customer that you are actively trying to solve the issue. Set customer expectations with realistic timelines for resolution. If you know it will take a few days to resolve the issue, don't promise a solution for the next day. Don't say things like, I will call you back or we will call you back in the next 2 hours and not doing that. That's a big no-no. Think about the channel through which the customer make the complaint and the acceptable response time. 24 hours is actually acceptable for a negative online review or an email, but a few hours or less is generally expected for in-person or phone complaint. If a complaint is time sensitive especially, reassure customers by providing a few regular updates. Customers would like to hear, what is going on, what you have done, what is the progress, etc., etc. So if you keep them in the loop, most likely than not, they will appreciate, that you are, you're trying your best to resolve their issues. So how should local businesses handle complaints? Your business will be able to turn complaining customers to loyal advocates. I've a lot of experience on that. I've turned many customers who have complained into long-term customers. So if you are aware of the issue and resolve it well, as well as effectively communicating throughout, this is definitely a great way for both sides to win. Okay, and make it easy for customers to complain. Customers will not feel inclined to go through the hassle of complaining when they know that their feedback is only going to be met with a formality. Okay, so to help create a solid customer experience, customers needs to feel that businesses cares about their thoughts. When customers complain, it should be easy for them to share their honest opinions and thoughts with a business. Proactively asking your customers for honest feedback is a great way of preventing complaints from escalating. So sending out customer satisfaction surveys at regular intervals helps you gauge how they feel about your business and if there are any problems that needs to be addressed before it becomes too late. It can also be used as an opportunity for uncovering valuable insights, such as what may not be working for your business. When when customers complain, ask valid questions to dig deeper into what caused the issue in the first place. When a customer registers a complaint, consider asking the following questions. Could you elaborate on the point more? Could you clarify what you mean by that? Help me understand how we can meet your expectations. Okay, here's the thing. Although customer complaints are never comfortable, it's also a good time for some self-reflection. Ask yourself, do I need any further details? Why is this complaint significant for my business? What happened to cause the customer to complain? How can we prevent this from recurring or happening again? Okay, asking the right questions will help you uncover the root of a problem so that it can be resolved. Okay, depending on how your business is structured, you may choose to assign one team member as a customer complaint specialist who handles complaints and uncovers insights about what needs improvement in order for customers to have an even better experience with your company. Number two, respond proactively and efficiently. Acceptable response times depends on the nature of the complaint. So here are some of the complaint response time best practices. Respond promptly. Negative feedback requires a swift response and resolution to show care and action from your business. If the feedback is public, respond publicly. Is an opportunity to show future customers you are responsive, capable, and willing to right or wrong. Read through the complaint thoroughly. Use the customer's own words to personalize your reply. Okay, this can go a long way to display empathy. Offer a solution. Showing empathy for the situation and being respectful is vital to successful response management. But a solution is at the core of what the customer wants. So providing a solution that's appropriate to the complaint, whether that be compensation, a refund, or even a replacement. So ask the customer what their expectations are. Put the right person in charge. Okay, make sure that the person replying to negative reviews has the authority to offer solutions. Okay, so taking time to regularly monitor your customer complaints is important to ensure you do not miss any. Okay, number three, follow up to verify you have solved their problem with a suitable solution. So when you have found the cause of a customer complaint, and you have identified an appropriate solution and propose it to them, don't forget about follow-ups. It can be hard for customers to let go, so make sure they feel heard by following up on your proposal in order to see if their problem has been addressed or not. Customers appreciate businesses that care about their experience and their overall satisfaction. You can then follow up with customers by asking them if there are anything else you can do to help them, simply asking if the solution worked out for them or not. Okay, number 4, record the complaint and analyze patterns. When you receive a complaint, it's important to record the type of complaint and who it came from. Okay, the complaint could come from a regular customer, a one-off customer, or even a high-value customer. So if you receive multiple complaints about the same issue from a similar type of customer point, you can identify trends in your operations. Okay, so it's important to identify high volume complaints as these can point to dominant issues throughout your company, your business. Okay, identifying repeat complaints and take steps to address the root cause, it will become easier to prevent future complaints. Here's how you can support your employees to properly handle customer complaints. Okay, so business managers should provide employees with proper training to help them resolve customer complaints in a timely manner. So having a clear guidance and policies in place will help ensure that each customer complaint gets a standardized level of attention from staff members while these complaints are recorded properly. Create a clearly written complaint handling document. So writing a guide to handling customer complaints professionally and effectively is definitely a great idea. The document should be comprehensive so employees know how to deal with different situations as they come up, both on the job training wise and in a pinch when no one else is around for guidance. So as I've mentioned earlier, if you are consistently collecting feedback, you should be familiar with common customer complaints and have a specific way for your employees to be able to handle them. That way, employees will understand what's expected of them as the complaints arise. So try to provide guidance on how they should respond. Remember, not react, respond. How to escalate the complaint and how to provide possible solutions. To avoid complaints, make sure your complaint handling document is easily accessible to all staff members. After reading the documents, you should feel confident in making judgment calls and tackling different situations on your own. Give your staff resources to resolve complaints. If you want to make your employees feel confident in handling complaints, consider providing interactive training sessions. You could incorporate role-play situations where we show them the potential set of customer problems that can occur and force trainees to come up with solutions of their own. Reevaluate how your business handle complaints routinely. Handling customer complaints is one of the more difficult aspects of working in a customer-facing role. It's important for employees to feel well equipped when handling these types of cases. So it's necessary that managers check on their staff quarterly and provide high-quality training sessions if necessary. Final thoughts on customer complaints. Complaints are inevitable. You will get them when running any business, but they can be useful providing you with useful information about where improvements are needed, to be made, which can make the ultimately which improvements are needed to be made so that that in turn will ultimately benefit customers as well. Customer support is a big part of your business's marketing. It tells a story of how your business values your customers' sentiment. Take it seriously. It can be, be a matter of, being running a successful company or not. Okay, so it's important to make the effort to work on the issues that customers complain about and proactively improve on how your business deals with negative feedback. You might even want to try implementing a few of our suggestions for handling complaints and see if you can retain more loyal customers. That's it. Okay, thank you for joining me for, on this part 2 of how to handle customer complaints about your local business. I hope the two parts, the sessions has been beneficial for your business. Again, do not just sit there, take action. I hope you can have some takeaways from the two sessions that I've recorded. Use them, deploy them onto your on your processes especially, and see whether it improves on your customer complaints. Hopefully it does. Please let me know whether it works for you or not. Share with me your comments, your feedbacks, etc. I have given you multiple ways to reach me. Feel free to reach me of anyhow. Would you be interested in knowing how to get up to 250% more conversion to your website with one simple 10-minute strategy? If you are, scan the QR code on the screen to set up a 10-minute Zoom session with me. Alternatively, you can use the URL on the screen. Or if you prefer, you can email me at hey@editio.com. That is hey@editio.com. This presentation is by me. My name is Eddie. Thank you for staying with me until the end of the presentation. If you want to or would like to, you can actually WhatsApp me at the number on the screen. Text only, please. Send me a WhatsApp text. Usually a reply within hours. Alternatively, you can send me an email at hey@editio.com. This is a mailbox that I check personally. So. My name is Eddie. I'm based in Singapore and I work with businesses globally. Thank you once again. Till my next training. Signing off. Cheers.